junior year, everybody. I got you a little something to help you study.
Woohoo! Tablets! Oh, I thought you were gonna say Adderall.
I know midterms are stressful, but once you get past them, you can celebrate at the holiday dance.
Yay, a dance! The only thing more stressful than midterms.
Principal Paula Madison reporting for Tutti Frutti, Booty Duty.
That's right, work it. Yes, Queen. Soy fuego. ¿Y qué? Teaching history is just part of my job.
Besitos.
I'm Marisol's father.
Helping my students believe they can make history.
Marisol and I are going on a date.
That's the real gig.
Which is why I am going to go to college. Not just any college, Stanford.
Yes! Who's that in the corner?
Oh, I added Mikey in a cheerleading outfit rooting for me.
You gotta tell me what's going on with Jackie.
Nothing. Gabe finally meets someone he likes, and you ruin it by hiring her.
He never would have met her if I hadn't hired her, dummy.
Doesn't it worry you that we're co-workers?
Don't worry. I'm good at keeping a secret. This will just be our thing.
They did it! It's happening!
Bingo bango!
My first driving lesson.
Vegas, baby!
Gabe, Jeff in Las Vegas. Good afternoon.
I am loving that shirt.
Oh, I just got this. I just got this. It's a company called Steady Clothing, and they have them in all sizes. And yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. I just got this like a week ago.
I know Steady. They
You
used
do?
to make my shirts.
Yeah, well, check
That
them out.
explains it.
I've been wearing their clothing now for almost 20 years exclusively. Yeah.
Oh,
So I am Vegas film critic. I gotta wear the part, right?
too cool. So I gotta say, it looks a little bit funny because you got the Mr. Iglesias background,
Mhm.
and I think, is that koi in the middle? Because it looks like a poof of hair is coming out of your head.
That's why I did it. Just have a little hair. I've
That's
had hair many years since I've had hair. Well, you know what? We have your series returning, part 3, and fans are rejoicing. And the show is about trying to make a difference in students' lives. You're a teacher, and what happens when he returns to the classroom for the next few episodes?
Well, the relationship with the kids is, of course, always evolving, always growing and changing. But this time around, I'm finding myself in a very interesting situation with a potential love interest, which we were hinting that it might happen, and yeah,
Well,
it wasn't something. It was something that I saw coming down the pike, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be a real thing, and it turned out to be a real thing. So yeah, Mr.
Well, you
Iglesias.
said you've come full circle with the show now by having this love interest now. That was the missing piece.
Yeah, so people will see that there's a connection there, and how far we take it, I have no idea if we go into a new season or not. But it did leave off on a really nice note.
What I really enjoy about the show is also the diversity in it, and so that's important for you, isn't it, to have in this show?
I want people to be able to just watch the show and see themselves and not feel like, oh, what kind of show is this? Putting labels on shows, that's hard. It keeps you from really enjoying it. And if you got to think about it, then are you watching it for the right reasons?
What's life like for a comedian in times of the pandemic and the COVID-19? I mean, no touring, no audiences. I mean, that must be really rough for a comedian.
There's someone earlier called me a purist because they said that I refuse to do stand-up shows for, like, let's say, drive-ins. There's some comics that are able to pull that off, and I say more power to them. But I can't perform for headlights, windshield wipers, and horns. I need to be able to interact with the people, and there's some people that say, well, I should do a viral show. And again, they're like, we can be live, we can be an audience. I go, it's not the same. And so I'd rather just wait until it gets to a place where people feel comfortable sitting next to each other, or at least being around each other, where they can laugh and feel like they don't have to worry about what's going on around them.
Well, I'm a Las Vegas native. Our city's suffering right now, and especially the laughter. We have so many comedy clubs here, and Vegas misses you. So do you expect to come back here when things get better?
You know what? If they give me a chance to come back, like I've been playing the Mirage for quite some time, and that room holds a little over 1,000 people in it. And if they say, hey, we could do 50% capacity, I'm ready to come back. Everybody's playing it safe. I keep seeing plexiglass going up everywhere. Everybody's checking temperatures, and people are wearing the mask and doing their best to stay safe. I'll come back.
And finally today, what was the biggest revelation? You started your show and now you're here after a couple seasons. What was the biggest surprise about doing your own television show that you weren't expecting?
The biggest, I already kind of knew what I was signing up for, the amount of work, the amount of time, having to rely on other people. Because as a comic, you're the writer, director, producer, you're all of that wrapped into one. And so I knew coming into this that I would have to learn to work with other people and rely on them to provide certain things. Like, I've never had a writer before. I've always written my own material. So to rely on people to create the content, that was something that it was very challenging for me to be able to take that and create it, make it my own, and then put it back out there. I just know that, if you have a good set of people around you, you should be okay. And I know that I've been on shows before where all it takes is one bad apple to make you feel like, I'd rather just go home. And I still love the show, and hopefully we can continue it.
Well, Fluffy, we love you in Las Vegas. We can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much for talking today. Good luck with your series, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Steady clothing.
Woo!